Okay, but before I start, thank you everybody who still be joining right now. And thank you all also for all the support and help along the process. My name is Ariq Khalingga. Good morning or afternoon, everyone. Today, I'm really excited to present this project on enhancing seagrass protection and restoration in Indonesia through a comprehensive policy gap analysis and site selection approach. So yeah, this is Indonesia on the left side of your screen. So Indonesia is home of an impressive 17,000 island and also 3 million of ocean area, and also 150,000 of hectare of seagrass meadows, accounting for approximately second biggest global seagrass area, only second to East Australia. Or just to make it easy, the seagrass area is almost half of the Central Park in New York. So the country also boasts a rich seagrass biodiversity with 12 species of seagrass representing of 20% of the world seagrass species diversity. And this ecosystem provide a really crucial provisioning service such as for food, shelter, medical application, regulating service that affecting climate change, carbon sequestration, wave modification, and water quality, but also cultural services that provide recreational and aesthetic benefit. And also this ecosystem supporting service for marine biodiversity such as habitat for fishery, for turtles and dugong. But that's not all. In Indonesia, a nation of 270 million people, by that of World Bank, each person emits 2.3 metric tons of carbon dioxide annually. But this humble seagrass ecosystem meadows have a superpower for absorbing 35.5 million metric tons of carbon dioxide that effectively offsetting the emission of over 15 million Indonesians. That's nearly 6% of the population. So these underwater, we could say heroes, prove that nature solution can be this ecosystem can be a nature solution to climate change, and it can be found in most unexpected places. However, seagrass ecosystem in Indonesia is currently facing significant threats. First, again, this ecosystem are facing variety of environment variability, such as like natural events such as ENSO events, ocean acidification, marine heat wave, sea level rise, and monsoon-driven sediment dynamics. And the second is all this anthropogenic stressor. Currently, coastal reclamation projects have affected over 79,000 hectares of land, while climate change impact, pollution from land-based sources, and destructive fishing also exacerbate this problem. And in light for challenge, our project seeks to develop effective strategies for seagrass conservation and restoration. And seeing on a wider spectrum, globally, seagrass ecosystem currently experience a severe decline of 50% between 2000 and 2018 due to that combination of threats. And to safeguard this valuable habitat, their associated low carbon storage capacity, there are 4 key strategies and recommendation that recommended. First, directly addressing that human pressure. Second, aiming for no net loss. It's a scary scenario to maintain current seagrass distribution. Third is prioritizing conservation efforts in vulnerable area with multiple overlapping pressure, and last is raising awareness among decision maker and the public about this ecosystem economic value of this ecosystem in terms of carbon storage and other ecosystem service. However, currently in Indonesia current existing policy often overlooks seagrass protection and rehabilitation, and leaving this important coastal ecosystem and communities vulnerable for further degradation. And to address this, this Capstone project we propose a solution to following the two of the four recommendation strategies. First, we're developing a policy gap analysis to identify shortcoming in current regulation and recommend suitable location for seagrass rehabilitation, it bolstering coastal ecosystem and safeguarding their valuable services. And this Capstone plan to support the preservation of Indonesia seagrass, safeguarding not only the biodiversity but also the resilience of the coastal community. If we talk about how it works, we're utilizing scientific data using a well-known method, seeing the suitability index, and it will be developed to prioritize area for conservation and restoration. So recommendation for policy change also will be made to integrate seagrass protection into coastal management plans with a focus on collaboration with stakeholders for effective implementation and monitoring. And this Capstone project expected impact is to enhance coastal resilience, mitigate climate change impact, and ensure the sustainability of coastal ecosystem and communities. Jump to the first objective of this Capstone project. So our first one is a policy-based objective that was to assess the readiness of existing policies and regulation to support blue carbon governance in Indonesia. We identify all the gaps, challenges, and opportunities in the current regulatory framework and conducted an institutional analysis to better understand how Indonesia have the landscape of blue carbon in Indonesia. And through this policy gap analysis, the expected outcome is we're finding is there any lack of clear guidelines for evaluating the carbon storage capacity in this seagrass ecosystem. We also plan identify the need for better integration of blue carbon into coastal development planning, and however we see opportunities in this growing global recognition of blue carbon important. So for those who not familiar with blue carbon, so blue carbon is how coastal ecosystem, including mangrove, seagrass, and salt marsh, how the coastal ecosystem could sequester carbon to help mitigate climate change. And before going to the next objective, this is the pilot site, the pilot project site. So we choose Dompak. It's is an island in the Riau archipelago in eastern part of Indonesia, western part of Indonesia, called Dompak. So why Dompak? We choose Dompak for our pilot seagrass restoration project due its unique advantage. So Dompak is first easily accessible, as a perfect ocean condition for seagrass growth, and boasts Indonesia only seagrass cultivation system, and it's the only area where it has nearby maritime university that have extensive seagrass research, and we hope that it will ensure this project scientific and successful for this project. Sorry. And going for the second and third objective, so to address the seagrass degradation on the research sites in Indonesia, we focus on two objectives. First, we create a map recommending potential restoration location by gathering data on seagrass distribution, environmental condition, and anthropogenic pressure. And the final map identifies the most suitable area for targeting conservation effort. And the second one, we conduct a cost-benefit analysis for seagrass restoration. We determine restoration cost and evaluate direct and indirect economic advantage, such as increased fish population, coastal protection, carbon sequestration, and improved water quality. And the analysis will demonstrate the long-term viability and value of investing in seagrass restoration. And this objective provide a comprehensive approach to guide seagrass restoration effort in Indonesia. The map enables targeted action, while the cost-benefit analysis support informed decision-making. And implementing this finding hope to contribute to the conservation and recovery of Indonesia's vital seagrass ecosystem. And back to the result of the objective first objective. In our policy analysis, we aim to create a framework for managing blue carbon in Indonesia. So we draft a ministerial decree and came up with 6 main recommendations. And this objective, we collaborate with Indonesian Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fishery, and we found that first, we suggest to giving more power to the Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries in managing blue carbon, because currently it's divided into 2 ministries. So to prevent all the overlapping, we suggest to it be covered by Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries. Second, we propose creating a special zone for blue carbon project, separating the community-led and the government-led initiative. Third, we recommend strengthen the authority of Directorate General of Marine Spatial Management in approving and regulating blue carbon projects. Fourth, we advise improving the protection of mangrove and seagrass in line of Indonesia climate commitment. Fifth, we suggest to better coordination among government agencies to avoid overlaps. And six, we recommend include local communities and stakeholders through participation, ownership, and partnership. And by putting this recommendation into action, Indonesia hope can build a strong framework for managing blue carbon. And it's not only to empower the right agencies, but also to protect important ecosystem, improve coordination, and engaging local communities. And as a result, it will help to fight climate change and support sustainable development in our ocean and coast. So currently, we are working with stakeholders and aligning our efforts with the government to increase the chance of putting this framework into practice. And for the second objective, we conduct a rapid site assessment to recommend suitable seagrass seascape for restoration in Indonesia. We use a bidirectionally long short-term memory, or by LSTM model, which demonstrate an excellent performance in this in predicting site suitability. And updating the method, the well-known method used by Short for seagrass research, we collect the training data, remote sensing data, and perform data validation. And the model calculate and train scores for each coordinate, which were refined using conditional statement based on bathymetry and historical seagrass presence. And this model achieved mean squared error is just 11%, indicating this model accuracy in identifying suitable areas for seagrass transplantation. And this approach streamlines the process of selecting promising location, enabling more effective and efficient restoration efforts in Indonesia and potentially other regions that facing similar challenge. And for the third objective, based on the information that we got from the ministry and Universitas Maritim Raja Ali Haji in Dompak, we can conduct a simple cost-benefit analysis for seagrass restoration in Indonesia. So about the cost-benefit analysis, the total benefit of seagrass restoration are estimated as at 202 million rupiah, while the restoration cost is 212 million rupiah. And this result in a net cost of 10 million rupiah. So we're using the benefit cost ratio, total benefit divided to total cost, and we get 0.95, and that number suggests that based on provided seagrass, what seagrass provide, the value, the cost of seagrass restoration is slightly outweigh the direct economic benefits. However, it is important to note that this analysis does not account for other potential benefits such as carbon sequestration, coastal protection, and biodiversity enhancement, which could make seagrass restoration be more economically favorable. So in this table, we're still using Indonesian current carbon market price and not global. So yeah, we're hoping that with updated number, we could make the seagrass restoration more economically favorable. And to improve this cost-benefit outcome, project manager could explore ways to reduce restoration cost or identify additional economic benefit that associate with seagrass ecosystem. And furthermore, the long-term sustainability of seagrass supported fisheries and other ecosystem service should be considered when evaluating the overall value of seagrass restoration. And going to the learnings, this project has been like trying to navigate a maze while like juggling flaming torch. So when you're working with ministerial draft, you're not just playing with words and policies, but it's really impacting. It will be really impacting real people's lives. So and that's a huge responsibility. So it's like being handed keys to like a car and being told to fly without ever driving a car. So but yeah, the thing is you're not alone. You got the team of like brilliant minds from all different backgrounds that working on this together. So it's like being part of a squad, but it's not like fighting crime, but it's fighting climate change. So yeah, currently I'm seeing it's a new experience for me. And then since we're using a new model, so this is a whole new world of integrating AI model to environmental validation. So it's like trying to mix like oil and water while blindfold. So when I first start working on this project, it feels like on a new universe. But yeah, you get to try new things, make mistake and learn from them. And for the for this project, yeah, after a few discussion and surveys with local and interaction with local, we realized that sometimes it shows that they don't really feel the seagrass ecosystem service, but it's not that they don't feel the seagrass ecosystem service. It's like they sometimes didn't know that seagrass is what seagrass is and only knew about mangrove. So this highlight a key learning point uh, that collaborating with local communities to exchange knowledge and raise mutual understanding about the value of ecosystem is needed, and need to like lays the foundation for effective conservation efforts. So yeah, working on this draft AU models and the cost benefit analysis is never a walk for me in the park for me, but it's also an incredible opportunity. So yeah, what's next? We've made incredible experiment with our model for environmental restoration, but that's just a started, and we're already planning an upcoming workshop at a conference and symposium that we're hopefully will showcase how this model can revolutionize restoration efforts. So we're also planning to integrate it with Invest software for so we can forecast the progress and quantifying also the carbon sequestration value. And we're also planning with do collaboration with local university to pilot more seagrass restoration project using the LSTM model, while also opening any partnership opportunity for a large scale deployment, and continuous refinements in will enhance like the accuracy and broaden applicability even to like mangrove or any terrestrial areas. So we're hoping that this new model can be user friendly tools for aid practitioner to while we still going to publish our findings and driving more innovation. I think yeah, I think before the end of the slides, yeah, I can believe it's almost over, even though still need to update my report. But yeah, give a huge shout out for these amazing people, for Galina, my faculty advisor, my your guidance always been a lifesaver, and Sarah and Holly. Thanks for always reminding me and understand my slow pace. Yeah, thank you for keeping me on track and motivated. And to my partner organization, Pak Yusuf, Pak Novi, Anang, thank you for patient and your expertise. It's always been instrumental. Also for masyarakat Dompak, for their field support, and to cohort and my family. Your life always been my rock. So I couldn't have done this without you guys. I think, yeah, that's all.